Hey y'all, this is Amazon Jew coming to you from Wyoming, and I've been watching all afternoon on the Mississippi Senate race. And congratulations, Miss Hyde. We needed you in Congress, and just do a good job. That's all I can say. Can you imagine what's the score? 53 to 47. So we can start work now. We can pass a lot of stuff before the Christmas vacation comes up, because even with Flake Tard and Murkowski and who else? Romney don't take office till what, January? But even if 4 or 5 of our rhinos flake off and try to block anything, it isn't going to matter, because we'll still beat it. We'll still get it passed. So congratulations, Trump and the GOP, for all the hard work you guys have put in. Exposing the voter fraud is another one. And unless we prosecute these guys, they're going to do it in 2020 big time. I believe they did it in this one as well. I believe they cheated in California to the tune of about 15 Congress seats, because nobody in their right mind would have voted for their own demise. Anyway, let's look over some of this stuff that they've got going up here. I want to do a video on some of this, and I've audio taped most of it, so I need some stuff for picture-wise. But picking on, the biggest story for me today, Corsi. The Guardian does this newspaper, or does this article saying that Corsi and Roger Stone were hooked up with WikiLeaks and knew about the emails of Podesta's before they were dropped. Well, that kind of blew up in your face within the first 15 minutes of it being posted online. So that's funny. Mueller's got his dick caught in a vice. He don't know which way to turn now, because eventually, after $30 million, and all he's got is people lying to the FBI, supposedly, because they don't remember everything, and 16 invisible Russians over in Russia, the man is a complete failure. This is going to blow up. Trump doesn't have to stop the investigation. This is going to blow up in their face like nobody's business, and we're going to laugh our way all the way through this. The big thing for me right now is Adam Shitstein. He's threatening to go after Trump on his personal taxes and everything else. And you know what? That's a clear abuse of office, and a clear abuse of his chairmanship on the judiciary, as well as the intel. And we need to be filing ethic violations against him to the federal government. He needs to be removed from any of these committees, because it's clearly he has a vendetta. Here's a freaky thing. Dianne Feinstein's already filed paperwork to allow her to raise funds ahead of a potential tilt at another term in 2024. She'll be 91. The bitch won't even fucking be alive. So all the money that she's bringing in is to pad her own little bank account. That's all it is, because they keep that money what they don't spend. That's fucking freaky in itself. Looks like Fox News is having a meltdown. Oh, no. Let's see. Oh, Chris Cuomo's having his normal meltdown. It's funny. Today was a good day for being a Republican. They're picking on Melania over her trees. Of course, they liked it much better when Hood Rat did. Whatever Hood Rat did was wonderful, and whatever Melania does is garbage. Main Street media is dead, baby. And, it's not going to be too long before Flynn's gag order is going to be up. And he's going to spill the beans on a lot of these son of a bitches, too. And, why isn't Mueller brought up on lying to Congress? That's another one. Lied under oath about illegal surveillance of Americans by NSA. Mueller was sitting right next to him and didn't say a word. These guys, they're going to go down one way or another. And hopefully everything Trump is doing, and everybody's working behind the scenes, and God is going to make this happen. We have got to take these guys down and get rid of the Democrat Party. They're just gone nuts. Looks like our little Havana cockroach from New Jersey needs a lesson in history, evidently. She still doesn't know how many branches of government there is. But anyway, let's get on with some of my video here. And I hope you enjoy this, guys. Enjoy today. It's been a tremendous victory for America. Oh, and you know what? On the border, build the wall. Trump, you know you can go to the Army Corps of Engineers. You've already classified it as a national security risk. That gives you all the funding you need for the border wall. And if you can drag in the CDC under them guys carrying diseases that America could catch, because we've long eradicated a lot of them. Look at that polio up there. I mean, that didn't come from somebody inside the United States. That came from outside. And that's how they do it. They come into the country, they're unvaccinated, they spread disease, and the next thing you know, our kids are dying from something that they should have never been dying from. So if you get the CDC involved and you get Army Corps of Engineers involved, there is no way that they can stop you from fully funding your wall, our wall. Listen to me. Don't listen to the guys around you. Listen to the people. You listened to us before. Keep listening, because we listen to you every day. Amazon Jude, out.
On the serious ongoing situation at the southern border, South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. You know what was amazing is you watch, first you see the statistics in the Obama years and all the times they used tear gas. Do you remember any reports, any hysteria from the media about that?
Well, number one, no. And how long does it take you to figure this out? When it comes to Obama, when he uses tear gas, he's protecting the country. The narrative is that Trump is a cruel, heartless bastard. Only works if he uses tear gas on kids. And it undercuts the argument if the Obama administration used tear gas to protect our border from being overrun. The question for the country is, what do you say to the people who shot the canisters? I stand behind the men and women on the border, standing between us and people who want to cross illegally. When you're slamming the tear gas, you're slamming the people we put on the border to protect us, and that's what disgusts me the most.
What are they supposed to do?
Yeah,
when
what are they
rocks
supposed
and
to do?
bottles are being pelted at them? What are we supposed to do when they're breaking down barriers and want to rush the border? This is what we were warning about before the election,
Yes.
And it's now coming to pass, and there are thousands more still coming.
Well, I've been a lawyer in the military most of my adult life. You use the least amount of force possible to protect you and secure the mission, and the mission is to protect the border from being overrun. So tear gas keeps the people apart. You don't get in a fight. That's a good thing. The bottom line is Donald Trump was right to call the caravan out weeks ago. He's right to make sure it never crosses the border. People throughout the world are watching the president. If he blinks here, his credibility on securing the border is dead. He's not going to blink. And to my Democratic friends, how do you expect the public to work with us to fix a broken immigration system if you support one wave after another? A lot's at stake here. The president's not going to bend. He's not going to back down. And I hope the Republicans in Congress will stand behind him.
Well, first of all, Laura, thank you for having me, because my own show at InfoWars is so heavily censored to deny me a forum to have a chance to defend myself. I'm very grateful for the chance to be here. This is really simple. It shows what happens when you hotbox a 72-year-old man for 40 hours, as the Mueller interrogators did.
No shit.
Quite clearly, I made it very clear that on August 21st, I posted a tweet that said, "The Podesta's time in the barrel will come." I meant that public scrutiny of the Podesta's Russian business interests, as I had been briefed about by Jerry Corsi, would be in the media. Now Jerry Corsi has been browbeat into claiming that that was some kind of a cover story. And because I was taking heat for that tweet. But that's not even logical, Laura, because my tweet wasn't controversial until 6 weeks later, when Julian Assange published John Podesta's emails. So I had no advance notice that his emails would be stolen or that they would be published. And then the secondary claim that I knew about the Billy Bush NBC tape in advance, and that I asked Jerry Corsi to contact Julian Assange to ask Assange to move up or move back his data dump to distract attention from that, that's a fairy tale. That's just whole cloth. I learned about it at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, like every other American. I was actually on the street in Manhattan.
And Roger, there was no.
It's sad that he's been pressured this way.
Roger,
to bear false witness against
There's
him.
no text evidence or email evidence regarding the Billy Bush claim, and nothing definitive about the other claim about advanced knowledge. There's just one email from you to Corsi from July 25th of 2016. We'll just put it up on the screen. Then this is from the draft court papers. Get to, I guess, Assange at the Ecuadorian embassy in London and get the pending WikiLeaks emails. That's what you've referenced several times. And just once again, why doesn't that look bad?
Well, there's an important backstory, because hours before that, I was forwarded an email by James Rosen of Fox that had been sent to me by Charles Ortel, one of the very best researchers and investigators in the country. And Rosen had gotten a tip that the disclosures were going to be about the Clinton Foundation. Like every politico, like every political reporter in America, I was curious about what Assange had. The bottom line of this, Laura, is very clear. Nothing we've learned in the last 72 hours shows that there was any collusion between the Russian state and Donald Trump's campaign. $20 million, and 2 years in, there's still no evidence of any such Russian collusion.
Well, not according to
a witch hunt.
Roger, not according to David Sickeline, who, and this is from today on CNN, who made a contrary claim. Let's watch.
That's CNN. I didn't write it. They wrote that. So not only is the United States government in Plan A weaponizing its intelligence community to listen in and computer search the Trump team to hurt them during the campaign for political oppo, they're working with the British and the Australians to pass information about the Trump team onto the Obama administration. Don't take it from me. Take it from CNN. They find out about this. Now, this thing breaks down about halfway through. They move on to Plan B. Sorry, there's a lot more to Plan A, but in the interest of time, I want to get through this because the cleanup operation is important. They move on to Plan B. What's Plan B? They realize Rogers is onto them. They're like, hey, folks, we better ease up on the unmasking and the tapping into the database. People are getting caught. This is probably not good. We're leaving a massive paper trail. And what if we lose, right? They move on to Plan B. Plan B is Crossfire Hurricane. They say, well, listen, if we can't spy on them illegally, let's just spy on them legally. We have this beautiful thing called the FISA court, where we can walk into the FISA court, we can get a warrant on somebody, and when you get a warrant on somebody in the Trump team, they have this beautiful thing for the Obama administration called the two-hop rule. Well, it's for everyone, that's for Obama. Meaning, if I spy on you, and you're a member of the Trump team, I can hop to everybody you emailed, and then everybody they emailed. So basically, all I need to do is get a FISA warrant on the guy cleaning the floors in Trump Tower, and I've got everyone. Because if he emailed his boss, and his boss emailed Don Jr., I get everybody. Beautiful, right? Not really. Because they were stupid. They were dumb. And they screwed up. The problem with the FISA court, unlike the unmaskings and the tapping into the database, is they had to produce actual evidence in front of a judge. There was a judge in a FISA court that needed evidence that the Trump team was working on behalf of a foreign power, but critically doing it in violation of at least one U.S. law. Folks, they had nothing. They had zero. Do you understand they, to this day, have absolutely zero? Zero. Remember, don't do it one. It's a big mistake. Media people, you'll be a white power person after that. They always do it that way. They had zero evidence at all. The funny thing, I'm only half kidding. That's how worried I am about the media. They're so crazy these days, right?